largest and loudest student sections ready to go. Mark Few, man, Hall of Famer, 26th year. A terrific run at Gonzaga. The starting lineups, boy, the Bulldogs have really shot the ball well, especially Nolan Hickman and Caleb Battle. And for San Diego State, a lot of new faces here. Nick Boyd from FAU, Miles Bird does get the start, and BJ Davis has played well. Brian Dutcher taking the torch from Steve Fisher, who is here tonight, and he has run with it and done amazing things all the way to a national championship game. Dan Dickow, what's the tempo like here? Because the Bulldogs are averaging over 100 a game.
They want to play as fast as anybody in the country. San Diego State will play fast, but their defense makes it difficult to play at the pace that Gonzaga wants. Gonzaga wants it in the 80s or 90s. San Diego State would love it in the 70s, maybe even the 60s.
First shot, that's Battle, and he missed it. Rebound, tipped out of bounds. That's headed San Diego State's way. And shoot it, and he misses from 16. Nembhard pushing tempo. Tough to do that against San Diego State. Nembhard, a step back three. Turned away. Ajayi, blocked. That's Guath.
Talk about length.
Boyd driving. Blocked from behind. Hickman took it away. And here come the Bulldogs. No look. Huff. Left hand. And that is Gonzaga.
Fouls the first 2.5 minutes. You've got to adjust as a player as the game gets going and you see how the officials call it.
Bulldogs tenacious defense. Guath is just a freshman. Kick. Coleman Jones. That's a three. Middle Tennessee State transfer. Does a little bit of everything. Ajayi driving. A leading scorer in the conference last year at Pepperdine. Foul.
True for three from the corner.
His first free throw of the season.
I'm a little shocked at that stat right there. First free throw of the season. As aggressive as Ajayi was a season ago at Pepperdine, how much pressure he puts on the defense, that I'm sure has been a point of emphasis at Gonzaga practices.
He's really had to take a different role here with the Bulldogs, and he's accepted that. Boyd, who was out for 8 weeks in the fall, Brian Dutcher feels he's just getting back to where he was. Right on cue. He hit 4 of those against San Diego State in the national semifinal game for FAU. Battle off a screen, crossover, and gets it to go, and gets a free throw. He is a flat-out scorer. Caleb Battle. This is his 4th stop on the college tour.
25-win seasons. And on the flip side, to talk about the success of San Diego State against Gonzaga, one of the very few programs that have a winning record against Gonzaga.
You can't leave Huff that open. This kid is going to be a big-time scorer. It feels like he's already there. And he's got 5 in this game.
Just such a unique knack for scoring. Braden Huff, left-handed post, gives him a little bit of advantage, but he can score around the rim, and as you see there, step out beyond the three-point line, knock it down.
Dusty Stromer is in, along with Ben Gregg for the Bulldogs. That's a contested three from a guy who can score. All points are from distance in this one. This is a Dan Dickow special.
I had the freedom to shoot it. I would shoot it as many times as I could, just like both squads are. They're definitely...
Oh, Dan Dickow!
Well, when you start knocking it down from beyond the arc, the defense must close out. The aggressiveness and the ability from McKinney to put the ball on the deck, spin cycle, get to the rim, finish the...
Dynamic 2-point field goal scorer. Those are rare in college basketball. This offseason, he really worked on his 3-point shot. It's a 6-0 run and a 12-all game.
This is the kind of start that San Diego State had wanted to have. Get this crowd energized, keep them in it.
Oh, Nembhard. Huff against Heidi. Passes out. Nembhard. Corner. Hickman baseline. Dumps it off, and Greg draws contact and gets it and did it quite well. There's a lot of teams that have experience in college basketball, right? Seniors, is they've played together for a while. And that connectivity is something that a lot of coaches are trying the NCAA tournament because it was canceled because of COVID. They were 30-2 that year, Dan, and they were going to be a 1 seed or a high 2 seed. That's a nice interior look, and Huff pays it off.
28 in a scrimmage against UCLA, and really opened up Brian Dutcher's eyes that he's going to be a big part of what they do this year.
That's a good look, and Guath with the block. It's pinned. Possession arrow will go to Gonzaga. That's a redshirt freshman there. Magoon Guath out of Euless, Texas. There's your rim protector for San Diego State. And the big fella pins it. An early wedgie in San Diego.
Taking on the challenge, whether it's perimeter, sliding his feet, keeping the defender in front, or in that situation, physically battling in the post.
Oh, good hands by the freshman, DeGorville. DJ Davis. And that's how San Diego State makes their money. Defense to offense. Huff. Really good in the low blocks. Good defense by the freshman. Shot clock down. Runner! And that's Hickman, a runner from the left side. Gonzaga may have numbers. Battle going hard to the bucket. There's contact. And he'll get free throws. Battle already in this game.
Committed to San Diego State first.
Battle up to Hickman. Steps on the gas, gets to the rim, and now gets to the line. So Hickman to the line and hits the first free throw. He's been a really steady player for Mark Few. Nolan Hickman, second team West Coast Conference last year. Every year his three-point shooting percentage has gone up. To Nembhard. Hickman. Ajayi against Guath. Good feed, and Ike finishes. Guath with a block. Bird in transition. To the trailer. And a nice layup by Coleman Jones. Baseline jumper. That's no great shakes. Ike spinning. Guath with the
90-second span. Caliph Battle hit 3 threes and extended it, and then Gonzaga ran away with it. But I think it was.
And Heidi. The lead is stretched to 12. If you're just joining us, it's the largest lead for Gonzaga. They were named number 3 in the country with the AP poll released this afternoon. Kansas number 1, UConn number 2, Gonzaga number 3. UConn and Gonzaga play in New York here in a few weeks. Spinning hook, and Farrell Compton, the 6'8 freshman, who went to high school in Las Vegas.
There is a lot of young talent.
Ajayi, no. Boyd with the rebound, and a foul on Gonzaga.
Boise State, who's the favorite to win the Mountain West this year.
Colorado State, who's been
last year. Oregon State was flirting with a Final Four a few years back on the offensive end in the half court.
Compton misses from in tight. Boyd has the steal. And the bucket.
Nice finish there from Boyd.
This home crowd, Gonzaga has taken them out of the game, and they're trying to get back in it. Nembhard is bumped.
Him to direct the show, knowing that Lamont Butler was heading out himself.
Stromer got it. Dusty Stromer, the sophomore. Here at Creighton, Big East Freshman of the Year. Hickman has been along for the ride at Gonzaga. Stromer, tough pair of sophomores. Shot clock down. Nembhard against the big, falling away. That's pretty.
Big time shot. Shot clock winding down after the switch, is able to create space with Jared Coleman-Jones backpedaling.
Largest lead for the Bulldogs, 13 points. Gonzaga 42% from the field. And that goes for DeGorville.
That was shot with a ton of confidence there.
Three. Both these teams have a gauntlet of a schedule coming up in the next 3 weeks. Good pick, pop, up, three. Yeah! Wow, that's pretty.
Effortlessly behind the three-point line. He's got to become a better free throw shooter, but he'll have plenty of opportunities.
Two best programs on the West Coast in terms of wins and losses and championship game appearances over the last 5 years. It's great to see them playing each other in a home and home, not in some arena in Las Vegas or Arizona or South Dakota. We'll come to your place, you come to our place.
Yeah, I get the allure of a lot of the MTEs.
Hickman missed a long three. DeGorville bounced off of Hickman. Great look down low.
Great pass there for Miles Bird.
Compton with the flush. Crowd's back in it, and it's back to single digits. Nice little run by San Diego State. Minute and a half left in the first. Birds to Compton.
Want to play with. It's just a matter of getting used to doing it in long stretches like Brian Dutcher has always taught them to do.
Nembhard creating and Greg finishing. And Gonzaga stretches it back to 11. Bird against Stromer, crosses over in the lane. Up and under, wow, that's creative. EK backing in against a smaller Guac. That left hand, he's fouled.
And a block, but right now, that's a tough task.
Getting it back, though, is Boyd. Davis right to the hoop, and he scores. BJ Davis, transition bucket, good press break, and it came off of a bad pass. Nembhard enters, EK scores. That's easy. Nembhard, corner, Ajayi, yeah, with the three. And this is that three. Hickman, another offensive rebound. Bird has the loose ball, has a man, and that's Davis in transition. All jammed in here, 11,000, and they're right on top of the floor. EK, and a foul. Battle. Good move by Hickman, rising.
One of the surprises in college basketball. They beat Grand Canyon. Put the ball in the dribble for 1 or 2 times and get into the floater game.
He's a senior, but he's got another year of eligibility left, so they could get 2 years from him. Nembhard, that's a rare turnover, and that's blocked off. That's a goaltend. It was well already. Heidi with the rebound. Davis, that's a three.
Big shot there. One of the best times to get an open three is off the offensive rebound. Heidi tracks it down.
Nembhard finds EK for another layup.
But to ask them to really deliver against a number 3 ranked team in the country is a tall ask. This is going to be something that they can build upon, though, for the future.
Boyd gets in, gets the contact. I think that was going in regardless, but Heidi touched it, and that wipes out the bucket. And Boyd has the ball and the break. Kick back. Corner, Davis, that's a three.
You're starting to see a player who is really getting comfortable, BJ Davis.
EK has been a load here in the second half. He's been unstoppable. Back backing in, turning, and getting to the. He didn't play much his senior year in high school in the Denver area. He was injured, and he went to the NCAA tournament, took him to the NCAA tournament.
They get a stop or two, get a bucket, energize this crowd.
Hickman finds EK. DeGorville fouls him.
Really better.
San Diego State's been really, really good. You know, Mark Few and Brian Dutcher, they both have the bids as they do their work in November and December.
In the Mountain West, I think they're going to be really good again. But to your point, both of these coaches have an identity how they want their team to play. Gonzaga, that's fast offensively with skill, defensively with a lot of grit and toughness for San Diego State.
And Colvin Jones with that spinning hook, and it's back to a 10-point game. The other similarity is they both do a good job of taking transfers that fit in their programs. I mean, they do take transfers, but you have to be a Zag if you're coming in here second half. We haven't seen, now we do. Farrell Compton has come in, and a left-handed drive there. Nick Boyd's been on the floor for San Diego State. Huff turned away. McKinney kicks. Boyd's three. Oh, nice tip. McKinney got it, scores it. And another offensive rebound by Gonzaga. Stromer strokes it. Block, Greg, bucket, foul. And Greg with a three-point play. He's a great, I mean, like Ben Gregg, terrific program guy, connector. You see Compton headed back to the locker room. Boyd drives. Man, he kind of thrives off contact at the rim.
I would expect the last 8.5 minutes, if San Diego State's going to continue to climb back in it, there is going to be pick and roll after pick and roll with Nick Boyd. Gonzaga struggled to stop it here.
We have been told by the San Diego State staff that it is cramps. Huff turnaround. Greg keeps it alive. Another offensive rebound for the Bulldogs. And Nembhard draws contact. He'll get free throws. Hickman, Nembhard into the locker room. Of course, Bird had an ankle injury in the final seconds of that UC San Diego win. That was in game 1. Didn't play in game 2. Practiced yesterday, practiced today. And that's a layup. And a rare one for San Diego State. Bulldogs' interior defense has been pretty good tonight. It's back to a 9-point game with 7.5 minutes left. BJ Davis.
It's usually, as we saw there, the second bit of contact that draws.
Kind of straight-legged it in with cramps. Nembhard feeds EK. He's sandwiched and fouled. College football continues. Sports Network. Mountain West has been a fun football conference this year with Boise State.
Yeah, they have one of the Heisman frontrunners at running back, right?
Ashton Genty is something to see. And of course, the State got within a couple. Nembhard starting, stopping, starting again, and scoring again.
Very good to this Gonzaga program.
Where will the points come from right now for San Diego State? McKinney maybe. There's a three. Credit to the Bulldogs. He came with a screen, off the ball, battle with a foul. That's a foul. And a pretty easy call for the officials. Teams have a gauntlet of a schedule coming up. And San Diego State's going to the Bahamas, West Virginia, Indiana, Louisville, maybe Arizona there. Then they have Kentucky, then they have UConn, then they have UCLA before they get to January. Oh, that's a great runner there.
We've talked about it throughout the
25 at 29. Ike calling for it. Ike scoring in the low blocks. He's putting on a clinic. 19-7 for him tonight.
Terrific second half for Graham Ike. Catches it on the post, quick decisions there.
This was about 2 minutes ago when they ran the numbers. 45%.
Some next level stuff. Rich Waltz, where are you finding all these stats? I like it.
We have a crack staff of researchers scattered throughout these great United States. 74-61. Bulldogs going to be 4-0. And this is going to be a really nice. And the depth and the experience each other, and like Gonzaga has.
You're exactly right, and that's why if you're a San Diego State fan, you can't be too disappointed with this effort. You've got Reese Waters out. Miles Bird, he was essentially a game-time decision. He struggled with his ankle.
Arizona. Minute and a half here. Or excuse me, it could be Alabama or Houston in Las Vegas. Arizona could pop up in the Bahamas with Gonzaga. Greg takes a three and missed it. Ike, rebound. He adds, I think he picked up his double-double just like that.
Yeah, he may have. We'll see how many they credit him there.
They gave him 1, maybe 2. And he's at 8 now. Maybe if he misses another. He hits that one. Ike's got 21 and 8 unofficially. Who knows? When they get to New York against UConn.
You and I talked about that at shoot-around. It's a very real possibility.
Nembhard feeds. Ike dunks. A clinic. San Diego State just did not have an answer for Graham Ike, and he finally gets his win against San Diego State, and it comes here in San Diego as Boyd hits a three. Ike 23 and 9. One shy of the double-double. Final seconds evaporate. Mark Few, Brian Dutcher, number 3 Gonzaga on a tough home floor. Tough environment for San Diego State.